EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the double.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Caught by Turner. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On first down, McCormick. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Abdullah. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here we go. 53. Fight. 97.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Ritter will set up to throw it. He completes it right side to White. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now back to the ground game with White, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. White will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. One of the tight ends comes in motion. It's complete. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he's got this to Jefferson. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Darnold now on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Robert Spillane able to bring him down.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Darnold. Pass incomplete. Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there. But I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
That's down the field for Jefferson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker.
64 yards.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
In motion right as a running back.
Ritter will throw for it.
Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.